Hey guys, I am Mandy Burnett. I am the founder of justmcgee.com and I am the head facilitator over at Just McGee and Me, my amazing shopping community. I am really excited to chat with you today a little bit about how I ended up where I ended up. About 2 years ago now, I was going through a situation where my dad had passed away. My house had been re-rented to somebody else. We were relocating. There was so much chaos and change in my life. And then on top of it, I was laid off. And I thought, well, I could try and do something else. We have 6 kids at the time. 5 of them still lived at home. And I thought, well, let me try this little venture. And I jumped into LuLaRoe. And it was amazing. If you're looking for the Lula haters here, you're not going to find it, because while I did leave the company, I am very grateful for where I came from and grateful for my time there. So I jumped in and I immediately exploded. I cruise qualified in the first 5 months of my business. That means month 2, 3, 4, and 5. I sold enough to earn a trip on the cruise. And it was incredible. And then the landscape changed a little bit with online sales and social retailing, and there became this challenge of how are you going to brand yourself and how are you going to stick out and how are you going to do something different. And it was a little challenging for me in being able to really fine-tune what my style was within the confines. So with LuLaRoe, we were able to choose the style that we wanted to order and the size, but we're not able to choose our prints. At the beginning, that was really, really fun. It was like Christmas Day every time something opened. But as time went on and I developed my style, it became a little bit more challenging to be able to serve my community with the things I wanted to serve them with. Does that make sense? And so as it was going, I was working harder and harder to sell less and less, and that didn't feel very good. And so I started to look around, and a few decisions were made that felt a little disjointed to me and perhaps did not align with my values. And I started chatting with my good friend who had also been on that first cruise, or first cruise I was on, and she had moved her shop over, and I started looking at it a little differently. And I thought, you know what, here's the deal. I have cultivated a community. I have run a shop. And thank goodness for LuLaRoe, because I learned how to merchandise. I learned how to sell things I didn't think would sell. I learned how to really capture my community. But I was ready to graduate to something that required a little bit more of my own personality, my own business sense, and a little bit more of my style. And my girlfriend said, hey, I'm doing Agnes and Dora, check it out. And with Agnes and Dora, you can curate your own shop completely from the starter kit on. So my initial inventory are things that I chose myself, which was huge. For real, you guys, I was like florals and patterns and blacks and grays and maroon and all of these things I was not able to necessarily curate before. I was able to now curate in a situation where I could run my shop, the Just McGee shop, in the way I wanted to run it with the things I wanted to carry. And here was the kicker. I was getting so good at styling outfits that I would have 10, 15 comments. Hey, I would totally buy that if only it were my size. But now, partnering with Agnes and Dora, I'm able to say, no problem. What size are you? I can get it for you. That was a huge game changer for me. So not only did I look for something where I could curate it, but I looked for something where the feel of the company and the tempo was a little bit more my pace. With LuLaRoe, I felt like I was always going. And I didn't know what was coming next, but I was going to hustle and get it. And I'll be honest, I kind of like drama a little bit, and I like chaos a little bit. But it was making it hard, and I would work harder and harder and harder to sell less and less and less. And then I jumped into Agnes and Dora, and you know what I'm finding? Do not tell my husband this. I am finding that I am having so much free time. I can find my time at the gym. I can find time to hang out with my girlfriends. I can find time to be intentional with my business because I know what products are coming a couple weeks in advance, and I know what's available for me, and I can plan what I want to do and the output I'm giving matches the input and income I'm having. So it was, for me, a game changer. Now, those of you who are like, oh no, LuLaRoe did something I don't like and I want to get out and I got to change right now. I'm going to challenge you to take a deep breath and not jump, because too many people react impulsively. Here's the deal. Agnes and Dora still requires a decent amount of work. Agnes and Dora is still selling clothing, and Agnes and Dora is a retail option based on social media and in-person sales. So my first question would be, is this still what you want to do? And some of you are going to say, you know what? It's not. I thought it was, it's not. Maybe it's not for me. Some of you are going to say, I thought it was really hard, and I didn't think I could make it work. I want to talk to you guys. And some of you are like, yes, I wanted to sell clothes, but the business model I had, or the decisions being made at LuLaRoe don't fit my core values. I want to talk to you too. So at the end of the day, I made a really good, educated decision for myself. I am so grateful for everything I learned with LuLaRoe. I am so grateful for the confidence it brought me, for the value I learned about myself. I hadn't worn a dress in like years, other than a maternity gown, and quite frankly, that looked like a muumuu. I had not felt good about myself, but there was a long period of time there where I didn't feel so good. And once I decided it was time for me to graduate to something different, I took everything that I learned, everything that I loved about my time with LuLaRoe, and I took it up to a different level with my shop. And my shop now carries exclusively Agnes and Dora, and I could not be more happy. So if you're watching this and you think, gosh, that's interesting. It kind of sounds like what I'm feeling right now, or I'm a little not sure about what to do next, reach out to me. You can always find me at justmcgeeandme@gmail.com or mandyburnett.com. Come find me, chat with me. Let's talk about how to take your business to the next level and really raise the bar on your shop, because I'm so joyful every day when I get up to open my shop and see what comes next. Have a fabulous day, you guys. And if you're my people, you already know this. Do good, be good, make the world a better place today. Have a great day, guys.